now, so that's why I was able to say it so fast, because I remember good GERD. I remember GERD as being GR. And I remember I thought of good as being G and D. Parietal cells, chief cells, neck cells.
So the parietal and chief go to the lumen, and the GR, G, and D all go to the
basal. Yes. Apical side, whenever we talk about basal side, we usually talk about vasculature. Basement membrane, you know how we talked about basement membrane before? We usually refer to that for being vasculature. Okay? The lining of the stomach is made up of surface lining cells. Lining of the stomach is made up of surface lining cells that secrete mucus. Yes. I'm sorry. When I say surface lining cells, this is my stomach. Here, surface, inside surface. And what they shoot out into the stomach, guess what they're going to shoot out? Very cool. Bicarbonate ion, HCO3 minus. What'd you say, Rose?
You guys.
Gosh, she's so silly. These girls. I'm just kidding.
So surface lining cells shoot out
HCO3 minus. Okay? Surface lining cells shoot out H3O minus, bicarbonate ion. Guess what we do with that bicarbonate ion? Why do you think we have it? Perfect. It prevents the stomach from eating itself. What did we say? We said this GERD thing. Let's say before GERD, what happened? We're getting very acidic. If you get very acidic, right? What's happening is you'll see is if you don't shoot out enough bicarbonate ion to neutralize, it's like bicarbonate ion, and then you have acid fighting each day. This guy gets a punch, this guy gets a punch, they're done. Right? If you kill this surface lining, you don't have that what anymore? That barrier that's going to protect you, the stomach. So do you understand how just huge that is? So the stomach secretes bicarbonate ion inside, and that's what's keeping it alive pretty much. Keeping it from eating itself. Okay? When we talk about bicarbonate ion, we're talking about a massive buffer capacity. Okay? It's just going to be huge. And when we say buffer, we're thinking of what? Bicarbonate buffer system. And that's why it's crazy. You are going to see bicarbonate buffer system playing all day long. What do you need to have in order to run the bicarbonate buffer system? What enzyme? Great job. Carbonic anhydrase. We were able to see carbonic anhydrase in the blood, right? So remember when chloride came in and HCO3 minus came out? We're going to see it in here. You're going to see it in so many different places. So, do we have that enzyme in the surface lining of the stomach? You know what I mean? I just explained it to you, but it could have just been as simple as, do you find carbonic anhydrase in the cervix lining of the stomach? The majority of you would have said no. So what are you thinking to yourself when you think about it? You're thinking of like blood and stuff that you talked about before. But it's anywhere you have that enzyme, you could run the bicarbonate buffer system. And again, is to maintain a spectrum. If you're too high, you go to low. If you're too low, you go to high. Okay? But it's asleep. I'm trying to wake it up. I was like, can't sit for too long. The body of the stomach is called the corpus. I'm on slide 1525. Body is called the corpus. The last region of the stomach is called the pyloric region. These are not like too crazy. Pyloric region goes into the duodenum. Duodenum is the first portion of the small intestine. What divides that two places is the pyloric sphincter, which is very easy. So we have the pyloric sphincter, we have the cardiac sphincter, and we have the upper cardiac that's like upper, way upper than the first two. This is going to be very cool. I'm gonna just, I don't know if we talked about this. When we hear like stuff in our stomach, after you eat, you hear like this crazy noise. It almost feels like a hose is going through. What's happening?
Isn't it kind of going into this whole intestine? Like going through the sphincter?
These girls did the acid. I know they did. I know they did. Just making up stuff right now. But they're making it right. That's exactly what's happening.
Really?
Yeah. No, it is.
You surprise yourself.
The pyloric sphincter is going to cause the squirting of chyme, which is pretty sweet. And it sounds like a dripping noise sometimes, but that's all it is.
Don't be
So it's squirting chyme into the
Duodenum? Yeah. Yep. We're good?
That's how I learned to do that.
I know, duodenum. I like it.
Duodenum.
Duodenum. My science teacher in elementary school.
That's how I do everything, by the way. It doesn't matter how it's pronounced. It matters how it's spelled. Because what matters is on the exam is how it's spelled. I have a question too. I'll answer that.
What's wrong with you?
I know. That's after. Go ahead.
Are we done with 1524?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. He was saying something like GR happens at the level of the hypothalamus.
GR.
Yes. He said, I wrote, like, what does it mean?
When you say GR, are we talking about?
The GR.
Stimulates appetite at level of the hypothalamus.
Oh, I have that too.
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, when I said GR, I'm not done with GR.
Oh,
Just like way more. Like, we're going to talk about GR. Yeah. Oh, no, we're going to cover, there's a slide on it too. Oh, no, I'm going to cover it. I mean, like, that little thing that you have, like, keep it there. I'm going to answer it. And I don't want to keep going back and forth. I want you to write on the slide. That's my whole point. The last, very most important thing we're going to talk about is Rugae. Rugae is the what?
Increases surface area.
I say everything wrong. If you haven't realized it. It increases the surface area of the stomach. Okay. It's like a piece of paper. Cool. A big piece of paper. Now we just crushed it. What did we just do? Reduce surface area. We just opened it. What do we just do? And it's really that's all it is. So if you were to walk, this is. I mean, just visualize this. If you were to walk in the stomach, you would be walking on mountains called what?
Rugae.
Which are big folds of what?
Mucosa and submucosa.
Great job. There are folds of mucosa and submucosa. And that's why when I was telling you this, what did I just tell you we're standing on? I said I'm standing on mucosa. Under us is submucosa, and under that is what? Muscularis external.
So why is it the folds of both? Why not just mucosa?
It's very thick.
Oh.
It's very thick, and when it folds up, right? And it's got both of them in there, and under it is muscularis.
So, but it's just folds of mucosa.
Yes.
No, they're right.
No. Are we good? And just think about this. There are folds of mucosa and submucosa. What do we together integrated? What do mucosa and submucosa do? They have glands and gland secretions, right? We have these rugae. We have food coming in. We want to increase surface area, shoot more stuff out. See what I mean? It makes sense. Are we good? It's very important. A lot of times what we're going to do is we're going to increase surface area for absorption, okay?